Hey honey badgers, today is a PaintSomeWay haul. It should be relatively short because I only have, as you can see, these 3 canvases here, but it should be pretty fun because I think all of these canvases are extra adorable today. There's one in here that I want to go ahead and, the one that inspired this haul, I want to go ahead and haul this stuff. I bought it relatively recently, but I want to go ahead and haul this pretty soon, or today, right now, as we're all gathered here, because it's Easter season coming up, and there's one in here that I want to get started on pretty soon. So before I get to those are a little bit larger canvases. I do have one little bitty one in here. Well, not little bitty, it's 30 by 30, but compared to these, smaller size. So push the bigger guys over there for a second. I just randomly came across this one while I was looking for other ones on there and spotted it, and I was like, that's really freaking cute. It comes in the sugar packet style, but yeah, 30 by 30. Perfect if you're a sloth fan, and how can you not be a sloth fan? Unless, I guess, maybe you're in the minority that finds them creepy. I guess those people do exist, but most people tend to find sloths pretty cute because just their faces, man. They're just living their best life, taking it as slow and gentle as possible for every day that they have. And how can you not love that mood? So there's 19 colors altogether, and it's just a little girl sloth. I think I can get a pretty good close-up there. A little flower in her hair, just being like, hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, I was not expecting anybody today. Wow, it's great to see you though. Yeah, just hanging out in her tree. Super happy to have visitors. Just in a great mood, you know? Yeah, 19 colors. I'm not gonna undo them because, I mean, it's sloth colors, it's nature colors. It's brown and green with little pops of pink and a little bit of yellow in there. But yeah, these are all like the individual sugar packets, so I don't want to like undo these. But yeah, very soft, naturey palette in there. Drill field looks really good. Even the darker spots look really nice. I mean, I don't know. You could maybe make an argument for the face being maybe a little iffy, but it's a sloth. They're dark-eyed anyway. So yeah, pretty cute there for 30 by 30. So yeah, I just randomly picked that one up. I was mainly going for these two because I spotted these two on Temu a while back, but they kept selling out and I kept getting annoyed. So I just went and ordered them somewhere else. I don't know if it was this size when I spotted this canvas on Temu. I think it might have been a 30 by 40 when I first saw it. But then when I saw it on PaintSomeWay as a 40 by 50, I was like, oh, even better. Because I thought the image was really adorable, but as a 40 by 50, because this is not a true 40 by 50, it's like a 35 by 45 drill field, but you're still going to get better detail on all the egg decorations, and there's not much of a bunny. And it's a pretty simple white bunny, but you're still going to get good detail there. And then especially on the dragon guarding the eggs there, you're going to get pretty decent detail on the scale work here. And you don't really get much of the hand back there. I think it shows up a little bit better on camera than it looks in person. But that's not to say it doesn't look good in person, because it does. But yeah, the drill field, even in the darker spots, looks pretty nice. But yeah, I just thought this image overall was really sweet. This is the one I wanted to work on pretty soon because it's a 40 by 50. Shouldn't take me too terribly long to work through, but considering I think Easter is April 20th, if I remember right. So yeah, coming up on that time frame a little bit, so I want to go ahead and get started on it. But yeah, just love the mix of colors and the sweet dragon face. I don't do a lot of dragons on this channel, but typically when I do, I tend to like the ones that are very like sweet and docile looking. I'm not so much into the ones that look like they should be painted on the side of a van that are like fire breathing and you know, scales and interlocking claws and stuff. I don't mind doing those for like friends and stuff, but I don't tend to have them too much in my own personal collection. I tend to like the dragons I like on a little bit more on the softer side, sleeping side. I'm very much more like Dinotopia era. I like that type of dinosaur and dragon and all that kind of thing, where it's like they have like human like qualities, but in a nice, soft, I'm your friend kind of way. I like that kind of dragon. So I like images like this where all the animals are getting along together. This particular one comes in pre-sorted packs, so nice bonus there. Because of all the Easter egg colors and the, I think these might be lilies down here, the little Easter flowers and all that, you're going to get a nice bright palette for the most part. I don't think there's any ABs in this. I'm not spotting any. But yeah, a nice mix, a nice back and forth between the darker colors and the little pops of color for the Easter eggs and stuff. So that's one of my upcoming Easter projects. And then this is the one I mainly made the order for because I really liked this one. And again, it kept selling out. So when I spotted it on PaintSomeWay, I was like, I'm just going to grab it. And I think after I got it on PaintSomeWay, I started seeing it on Temu again, but for a few dollars more. And at that point, I was just like, I've already got it. It's all right. So this is sort of a grown-up Tinkerbell hanging out at the bar. But she doesn't look like she's doing like heavy drinking, because that looks like, what, like a Perrier bottle or something in the back. Standard toolkit on all of these. Oh, got it. So another one where it's a sugar packet style. So sorry about that if you don't like sorting, because you're going to be sorting these for a minute for this one, because I believe this is a 40 by 70, and it's a very dark palette, but I think once it's all done, it'll look really cool, because you've got very, I wouldn't say she's pensive so much. What kind of attitude would that be? Just tired of everyone's shit for the day. I don't know. We've all had those days where we're just like, you know what? I just need everybody to be quiet for like 5 minutes. I think she might be in that kind of mood, which I can definitely relate to as someone who has a lot of like noise sensitivity and stuff. But yeah, she's just, you know, she's had a day. She needs a minute. Everybody's been clapping to prove they believe in her, but you know, the noise is getting to her. So she just needs a quiet minute in the corner with a drink and some low lighting, and just to get her mind quiet again and recentered and all that. So grown-up Tinkerbell. Which, you know, again, it kind of fits for the way the world feels now. A lot of people in my generation, with like the millennial generation, we're very nostalgic about our childhood, but like also with our childhood into adulthood, we've been through some shit and we're a little bit road worn. A lot of us are laughing about it, but we're a little bit road worn as humans, as this generation of humans. And just, you know, it only keeps getting better, right? With 2025. So yeah, I can relate to this version of Tinkerbell. So yeah, she's got some bottles up in there. Like I said, I think this looks like some sort of bubbly water or something back there. But she's got some more bottles back here, some kind of flower pattern. So this is probably like a tree bar up in some district somewhere in Neverland. Maybe on the rougher side of town, I don't know, where she doesn't have any of the lost boys chasing after her. Got some lanterns up here, some more bottles up here. So yeah, I don't know how much the background stuff is going to come through. I think it'll be just enough to be sort of like grainy, but I don't know. It kind of works though, because like if she's in this bar scene, it kind of works if it's sort of hazy in the background. Mainly wanted it just for for her and her energy in this. I just really like it. I think you see the detail on the chair a little bit better through the camera than it shows up in person, but that's another thing that I think is going to pop out more once you put all the drills on. So yeah, 24 colors all together. Not too many colors on a 40 by 70, but being a darker palette, it could be enough. And it's probably one of those ones where as I'm working through it, I can probably edit it as I go and add more colors if I need to. But yeah, as you can see, a dark palette. So this might be a good one for, you know, sort of a rainy day kind of thing where it's all cloudy and such, which it's really nice today, but I've heard that there's supposed to be another rash of storms coming through the south pretty soon, starting tomorrow or the next day or something like that. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have any plans to start this right now or anytime in the immediate future because I've got a bunch of Easter stuff that I want to work on, and there's another one that I don't think I've done in a haul video, but I have another Easter sort of themed one that's, I think, a 50 by 50. That's kind of a bigger size that I want to start working on pretty soon. So yeah, I'm a little bit stocked up on this month's canvases as far as projects in the works. So yeah, don't really have too much time to get to her right now, but pretty soon. So price-wise, what did these all work out to? Let's see. This one, the 40 by 70, is listed on PaintSomeWay for $10.19. Dragon Easter eggs is $7.64, or at least it was when I bought it. And then the waving sloth here, the 30 by 30, was, it looks like $4.24 according to my notes. So like I said, I bought these pretty recently. They should still be available on PaintSomeWay. I'll go track them down, see if I can find them on there still, and link them down below. Or if they're not available on PaintSomeWay, I will try to find a link to somewhere that has them so that you can grab whichever one calls to you the most. So that is the video for today. Thanks for stopping by, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys.